Hey guys, how are you? I hope that you're okay. I hope that you have enjoyed the story from Monday. I hope that you are okay. I hope that you have had fun, and let's start. Today is Wednesday, January the 13th, 2021. You can answer these questions in your notebook if you want to, or you can just print the page and answer everything in there. That's up to you, okay? So you have a week until you can send it, so you have time. Let's do it. So in your page number 49, we have the questions that we are going to answer. Yesterday we were before yesterday we were talking about Jackson Pollock, which is an abstract artist. He was making drips, that's why they called him Jack the Dripper, with painting, and that people consider that art, and it's a form of art. And I gave you an assignment, if you want to call it like that, in which you would have to make your own art piece. Okay, let's do this. Page 49. What has Pollock technique been called, and why? Now, if you remember, they called him dripper because he would drip paint. But let's find the name of his technique. Oh, action painting. So that is the name of it, action painting. So what has Pollock's technique been called, and why? So we're gonna write in there. Pollock's technique has been called action painting, comma, and then it says why? Because he used all his body and movements to paint. Okay? So you can see my answer if you open the subtitles for it. So please open the subtitles, click on them in one of the corners in there, and then look at what I'm saying so you can copy with me. If you want to know the answer for question number 1, rewind the video. Question number 2. Name 2 artists whom Pollock admired. Let's go back to the story. Paragraph number 2. Pollock was the type of artist who was determined to find his own style, but during the 1930s, most critics agreed that his paintings looked a lot like a work done by the artist he most admired, Pablo Picasso and Joan Miró, Diego Rivera, and his teacher Thomas Hart Benton. So you can choose between 2 of them. So in there, let's go to the question. Name 2 artists whom Pollock admired. Complete sentences. Pollock admired Pablo Picasso and Joan Miró, or Pablo Picasso and Diego Rivera. Okay? Complete sentences. Number 3. Is this passage a fantasy, or does it take place in the reality? Do you think that this is a real story of a Jackson Pollock? This is going to be a question you have to answer yourself. So you have to answer either yes, this is a real story, or no, this is not a real story. Number 4, how did Pollock change painting forever? Again, we were saying that people saw Pollock's way of painting as something subjective that didn't have any meaning, but people admired it. So how did he change painting forever? Because he was abstract, different, unique, not understanding. He was something that he was subjective. So you can write in there, Pollock changed painting forever because he was so different or so unique. Number 5. Why did critics think that Pollock's style of painting was more similar to music than to realistic painting? If we go back to the story, paragraph number 4. Critics describe Pollock's new paintings as a more similar to a piece of music than to a realistic painting or a photograph. For instance, when you listen to a song, a melody that has no words, it does not simply sound for its own purpose. Pollock's abstract paintings were like music for the eyes. The colorful drips of splatters danced their way across the canvas. Even though they did not create an image, they were energetic and exciting to look at. So what is the relationship between music and Jackson Pollock's art? Number 8 again. How was the way Pollock painted different from the way most artists painted? Oh wait. Sorry. Number 5. Number 5. Why did critics think that Pollock's style of painting was more similar to music than realistic painting? So you can write. Pollock's style of painting was more similar to music because it didn't have a specific meaning. If I draw this in here, you know that this is a number 2. But if I draw something artistic and abstract, you and me are gonna give it a different meaning. So Pollock's art was so different and so unique that it was difficult for them to give it a specific meaning. Everybody saw something different. So 5. Why did critics think that Pollock's style of painting was more similar to music than to realistic painting? Well, critics thought that Pollock's style of painting was more similar to music because it didn't have a specific meaning, or because it was a free meaning. Number 6. Find the simile in paragraph 4 and write it on the line below. What does it mean? Now remember, a simile is kind of like a synonym or something that is in a direct relationship to something else. Let's go to paragraph 4 so we can know what the book is talking about. 4. Critics describe Pollock's new paintings as more similar to a piece of music than to a realistic painting or a photograph. For instance, when you listen to a song or a melody that has words, it does not represent anything in nature. The music is simply sound of its own purpose. Pollock's abstract paintings were like music for the eyes. So that is the simile. Copy it. Pollock's abstract paintings were like music for the eyes. Pollock's abstract paintings were like music for the eyes in paragraph number 6. And what does it mean? It means that people would take a different meaning. Because I listen to a song and maybe I like it, maybe I don't like it. But in the case of Pollock, everybody saw something different, okay? Number 7. In paragraph 3, what does the word intrigued means? Intrigued is when it's something mysterious, something that you're not certain that it's real or that it happens, but it's there. Number 8, sorry. How was the way Pollock painted different from the way most artists painted? Well, you can write in there. Pollock's way to paint, it was different because he didn't use a brush all the time, or because he didn't put the canvas like this and then he would paint. No. You can write in there. Pollock's way of painting was different because he used his whole body in a very inspiring way. He was moving crazily, but he was creating something beautiful. You can rewind it if you want to hear it. And number 9, what are the 3 adjectives you could use to describe Pollock's paintings? So I'm going to give you a couple suggestions in there. Beautiful, abstract, subjective, artistic, interesting, elaborated. Those are some of the ones that you could use. But this is it for today. It's been amazing to have some shared time with you. I hope that you have fun. I hope that you have enjoyed this. And until tomorrow, bye guys.